On October 21st, 2024, Jalen Green signed a $100 million rookie contract extension for 3 years with a player option in the final year for the Houston Rockets. And he became the first NBA player to ever successfully negotiate a 2+1 rookie extension on a 9-figure deal. I mean, $100 million is pretty crazy. And it's mainly because of the way that man performed in March of the 2023-24 season, just balling. Objectively speaking, anyone who was watching Jalen Green during that stretch where he was dropping 30 plus damn near every game would say that deal was a no-brainer, easy. But see, hindsight is 2020, and we're about 20-ish games into the season, right? And Jalen Green is statistically having his worst season yet of his 4 years in the league. Right now, this man is putting up 19 points a game, 5 rebounds, and just under 3 assists on about 39% shooting from the field and 32% shooting from deep. Bro, and those are shooting percentages worse than that of his rookie year. I mean, I understand the season is still early here, I guess. But the drop off in Jalen Green's production cannot be ignored. Like, man, this is a player that a lot of people had convinced themselves has superstar talent and potential, including myself. And today, we got to talk about it. Now, granted, the Rockets don't seem to be hurting too much from Jalen's drop off, considering they're the second seed in the tough Western Conference and winning most of their games. So we'll speak a bit about that too. But anyway, go ahead and let me know in the comments, bro. Are you surprised by the dip in Jalen Green's game? Were you expecting a leap this year like I was? Expecting this man to, go to all-star status? Why not? And yeah, man, really quick before I go any further, what's up, YouTube? Plug Speaks. Back with another video, man. If you're new, first of all, welcome. Go ahead and sub. Also, like the video if you enjoy. I upload quality basketball content, and we're on the grind for 5K, so I'd most def appreciate it. Almost there. But back to the video. Alright, so I can't speak for everyone else, but I know that for me, the main reason I'm unpleasantly surprised at how Jalen Green has performed is simply because of how impressive the man looks when he's actually balling. Like, I'm telling y'all, when he's actually hooping. Back in March, when he earned Player of the Month, the award, Jalen Green put up a whopping 28 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists on 49% shooting from the field and 41% shooting from 3. Mind you, this was over the course of like 15 games, so we're not talking about a itty-bitty sample size of 3 or 5. Nah, I mean, for someone who we know to be quite unpredictable and inconsistent as a player, bro, this stretch had some consistency to it. And now it is important to acknowledge that this leap in this game did come after Alperen Sengun was ruled out with injury near the end of last season. But regardless, the Jalen Green that showed up in March was exactly who everyone thought deserved to be the second overall pick back in 2021. He was exactly what everybody thought, from the Rockets stakeholders to the loyal Rockets fans, or even your everyday casual fans like myself. Coming into the NBA, as far as his ceiling goes, Jalen was supposed to be a new and improved Zach LaVine, an explosive athletic scorer, good for both insane freakish highlights, but also lights out scoring ability, all in tandem with his unreal tough shot making skills. And then maybe even a little bit of two-way ability sprinkled in there too. I mean, that sounds like a damn good player. And at times, Jalen be looking like he's well on pace to accomplish these things. Even as I'm making this video, in a recent game, he dropped 41 points and 4 threes. I'm like, okay, there we go. However, the very next game, he proceeds to drop single figures with just 9 points on 5 of 14 shooting, and it's like, it's not what we want. So yeah, the scoring explosions, it just doesn't really move people anymore, being that he's done it before, and then it's been followed by mediocre performances. So yeah, I bring this all up to simply say we can see the stagnancy of his development. But man, the real question here, the $1 million question here is why? Like, man, why is someone so talented, someone so 5-star, someone so, superstar caliber, seeing such little results in how their career is really going? And when I think about a question like that, I like to take it back to the scouting report they put out when these guys first get drafted. Because let me tell you, a lot of times the same struggles relevant coming into the league remain relevant years into the league for certain players. And if we look at what scouts were saying about my boy Jalen, The description matches up to this day. I'll throw it on the screen and let's just take a look real quick. You see, scouts specifically highlighted the fact that his game did have some glaring green flags with his shot creation ability, above average athleticism, 3-point shooting, a solid size for his position at 6'4", 6'5"-ish, and the fact that he was coming into the NBA after playing pretty well against G League competition, a level objectively higher than that of college basketball, where many of his peers played. However, there were also some improvement areas, aka red flags, and let's just take it one by one. They said he wasn't the biggest shooting guard at around 6'5" with a lean frame and doesn't possess great length to compensate, which remains true to this day. He's added some muscle, but for the most part, he's still sort of lanky, still kind of that skinny player that, somehow gets the job done putting up buckets. However, looking at the next point here, we can see one of the major culprits as far as red flags that are causing his game not really to improve at the level that it should be. And they said, he plays an ISO heavy style that isn't super efficient, relying too much on his pull-up game that can be streaky. Damn. Did they have a crystal ball? Because those last two sentences describe Jalen Green's career. This video didn't even really need to be as long as I'm gonna make it, but hey, I got a lot to talk about. Because Jalen Green, it's true. Him being streaky is the main theme in his career. Sometimes, again, dropping 41 points a couple games ago, and then dropping 9 the very next game. And I do believe it's because of what scouts refer to. He plays an ISO heavy style, man. It's super entertaining to watch. I ain't gonna lie, the step backs, the dribble moves, the hezzies, the hey, the athleticism, the acrobatic moves, the side steps. Jalen Green's bag is deep, but unfortunately, it's not efficient, and he doesn't play in a way that noticeably makes his teammates better. Y'all tell me, if you're a Rockets fan, please tell me, how is it possible that right now he's averaging 2.7 assists to go with 2.6 turnovers? Listen, your assist to turnover ratio is not supposed to be anywhere that close, especially as a shooting guard. But yeah, I'm not going to drag this video out too long, but I do want to make it clear that I don't think it's over for Jalen Green. He's only 4 years into his career. At the end of the day, he's 22, the same age as me, and I'd be pissed if people was out here saying that's over for me and that I'm a failure 4 years into my NBA career. However, I do just want to acknowledge that fresh off his contract, the extension and, the expectations, it's not looking the best. So yeah, man, y'all let me know in the comments, what do you think of Jalen Green and the Houston Rockets? Do you believe he can turn it around? Do you believe he fooled us all? Why not? Yeah, man, I appreciate y'all watching, bro. Like this up, share, sub if new, all of that. I'll see y'all boys in the next video, and I'm out.